Getting back to campaign 2020, we are highlighting a key race in South Florida, the 26th Congressional District seat. Currently head by Democrat Debbie Mucarsel-Powell, Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Gimenez, a Republican, is challenging her for a chance in Congress. We spoke with the two candidates to see their stance on just a few of the hot-button issues. Democratic incumbent Debbie Mucarsel-Powell is running against Republican Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Gimenez for Congress. This is Gimenez's first time running for Congress and Mucarsel-Powell's second. Of course, one of the most pressing and prevalent problems we are facing is the coronavirus pandemic and subsequent economic consequences.
I think I've done a lot of things right. We've done it in a very methodical way, being very conservative. We've closed down things when we had to close them, and then we opened them when we thought it was safe to do so.
In Miami-Dade County, COVID has left more than 3,000 people who have lost their lives because of this pandemic. We had become a hotspot, not just in the entire United States, but in the world at one point during the summer because of his failure to really follow the science, the data, to make sure that we had enough testing sites in place and to institute a contact tracing program.
In Congress, I would look for a stimulus package that stimulates growth, that incentivizes business, not disincentivizes business. I would not be in favor of raising the tax on corporations. That's just going to disincentivize corporations and businesses from hiring Americans, and that's exactly what we need in order to get our economy, rolling again.
We need to provide economic relief to the small businesses that lost millions and millions of dollars during the pandemic, and to so many of them that haven't been able to reopen. We need to extend unemployment benefits. I've been advocating for extending $600 through January 2021, and we need to send another round of stimulus checks.
And the health crisis we are facing brings up the matter of health care and cost.
What we need to do is make sure that we protect the Affordable Care Act. Right now, the Trump administration and the Republicans in Washington, D.C. are trying to abolish the Affordable Care Act. In this district, we have 300,000 people that are living with pre-existing condition that could lose their coverage because of this lawsuit that Trump is, during a pandemic, intent and following through.
One thing that I will always be supporting is the pre-existing conditions and people with pre-existing conditions, and try to help as much as possible those that need good quality health care. What I will not do is I won't throw out 200 million people in their plans, which are the private health plans that insure most Americans, to have a government-run health system.
The demand for racial justice has been front and center this year, highlighting concerns with police brutality, spurring marches for change, some turning violent.
I instituted the policy with body-worn cameras. Why? Because a lot of the problems happen when somebody, it's a he said, she said thing. Well, I think he did this, and I think the police officer did this. When you have a body-worn camera, you know exactly what happened. It also drives better behavior, not only from the person that you are interacting with, but also from the police officer themselves.
When there is violence in the streets, those people causing violence have to be held accountable. I mean, I think we all agree with that. But they have forgotten that, meanwhile, you have thousands of peaceful protesters demanding justice, and the Republicans are turning their back on that.
Now, this is an important race because it has the potential to affect which party has control of the House. Right now, the Democratic Party is the majority, but all seats are up for re-election. So if the Republican Party gains 20 seats, they would be the party in control. For more on this race and campaign 2020, you can go to cbsmiami.com.